Right then, viewers. Got me reading glasses on, like Geppetto. I want to be a real boy. Right, we'll have a look and see if we've got any queen cells in this one. What's happening? So, if you remember last episode, this was queenless. There's no sign of any queen. So we took a frame with eggs in, because if they've got eggs, take that arm off a minute. If they've got eggs, they can produce a new queen. Basically, as you look at the honeycomb, we've all seen honeycomb, it's a long tube. So if you've got a long tube, imagine it being this long. If a worker, which is a female, she's not got any sperm, so she's not fertile. So if she lays eggs, her abdomen will only go about halfway down that tube, and they lay 4 or 5. And they'll only ever make males. If there's no sperm added, it will only create males, which you know are called drones. The queen, that's why the queen's abdomen is longer, that can go all the way down, and she'll lay an egg in the bottom, just one egg. And that egg will touch, and as she pulls out, let's turn it this way, the egg will sit upright like that in the bottom for the first day or two. Then after a day or two, it slowly falls over and it lies on the bottom like a grub in a C shape, like that, on the bottom of the... And it'll do that for another couple of days. Once it's about 4 or 5 days old, it'll start to develop. That gets bigger and bigger, the larvae does. And they feed royal jelly, which is produced in a gland on the head of the workers. Young workers will feed just nurse bees, they're called. They will go around and put royal jelly in, and they will feed the normal bees. Now if they want a queen, it's exactly the same egg that's laid, but what happens is they will solely feed royal jelly, so it's like a superfood, and then it will become big and it will hang down like, looks like a peanut shell. Anyway, hopefully, because I've put some eggs in here and they knew they were queenless, they'll go into panic mode and they'll add royal jelly, and they should have created the start of a queen cell. There might be several. We'll knock them all down and leave one to develop, hatch and become the queen. But fingers crossed, as we left it last week, let's see. If there's no queen cells, that means they don't need a queen, so there must be a queen in here. So I'll put my readers on, because I'm getting old, and we'll have a little look inside, see how they're acting. They're actually quite nice and calm, which usually leads you to believe that there is a queen, but we'll see. Give them a little bit of smoke. This makes them think that there's possibility there'll be a fire, so they ignore everything really. So I think on the video we put it in frame 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this one should be the one. So I'll take one out before, because we need to be delicate with these queen cells. Take that one out. Let me just grab I bought a frame holder. I've never tried this before. So that should sit on there. In an ideal world, that sits on there. And that frame should sit in it. Does that hold that? Right. So we're hoping that we have some queen cells. This is number 5. This should have, make sure there's no eggs. If there is eggs, that's how we find that there's a queen. We'll have a look, and if you blow on them with my dog breath, that moves them away. And now I can see inside. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let's have a look. Bring you closer. Let's bring you closer. Let's go on a zoom in. So inside there, as you can see the wire in the bottom of that one. There's no eggs, no larvae, no nothing. So it's still queenless. All right, I'll drop you back to there. Now this next frame we put in, if you remember, had eggs on. So let's hope they've made some queen cells. Is that nice and carefully? That's the frame of brood, and they have. So I need to be careful with this now. I don't want to shake it about too much. Because they've made queen cells, I will show you, that goes to show that there definitely was not a queen in here. So what I need to do is pick a good one. That looks quite a nice one there. I will come and show you in a second. I'm just checking it over. Right. We'll get you back to zooming. Let's go to number 1. So, let's just blow on these. These here are all capped brood, so they're all baby bees ready to hatch. Oh, sorry, it's not very good, is it? No wonder Attenborough moans at me. These here are all capped brood ready to hatch. They leave some holes, but a queen cell looks totally different. Now this here, you struggle to see. Let me just blow on these. You see the difference? Where are we? There. You see the difference? That's one queen cell, that's a queen cell. That and that are queen cells, and they're capped over. So what I need to do is I only need to leave one. So I need to... Oh, little swine just stung me in the palm of my hand. You do get stung, but usually not very often. So these here, I'll get rid of that one, and I'm just squashing them over like that, and get rid of those two. So I'll make sure they're not hid anywhere else. These bigger ones, so as you can see, these are all classed as workers. These are females, workers. These are all worker brood. Males are bigger. See, they're males, they stuck out, they're a bigger bee. So I don't know if there's any drones on there for me to show you the difference, but I have shown you in the past. So we have to make sure we don't mistake those for queens. So I don't see any queens on there. On this side, we've got a queen cell there, quite a nice one. So I'll keep that one. And I'm going to just make sure, where is it? Did you see it? I'm not looking through my lens there. So this one here, that's quite a nice queen cell. Just on it, so nothing interrupting it. So what I'll do is I'll just blow a little bit of smoke on these, just to move them. Get them moving around. And I'm looking for any other queen cells. So I only want to leave one. So all I'm seeing on there, are you still in shot? Yeah, all I'm seeing on there is the one. On that side, not. Now what I'd like to do, I like to mark my queen cell. So I get my blue pen, put a little blue paint on there. Then I'll know when I come back and check in a week that that is the one, just there. And on the top here I'll mark in line where the queen cell is. So now I can put that back inside, so we know that that is queenless. If it wasn't queenless, they wouldn't have created another queen, because they know they've got one from the pheromones in the hive. So I'll put that one back nice and carefully, because that's where the queen cell is. And everything else should be, yeah, nothing. So I'm going to move this hive, put it all back together, like so. This frame back in. So that so far has been a success. So next week, if you tune in, viewers, next week we'll have another little look and we'll see what's happening. We'll see what's happening from there. Take your frame out, and then I'll just write on the top. Right on the top, one queen cell left. One cell. Oh, what date is it? 7th. So it's the 7th of June. Now a queen bee, from egg to hatching, I think it's 16 days, whereas a worker takes 21, because they fed the superfood. So it's the 7th of June. So in 16 days that should hatch. Well, it's already, as we know, a week to 10 days old. So it's probably 10 days old. So by next week we'll have a look in there. Come back round the shot. Next week we'll have a look in here. Another 7 days. Should be 17 days. So it should have hatched or be ready to hatch. So hopefully we might be able to catch that on camera. We'll have a look. Right, I'll do all the rest of the hives. Tune in, people, next week. Thank you very much.